So, the main reason why I think LinkedIn is of utmost importance to not even students, but to every working professional is the fact that today we all are living in a very connected world. So, connections play a very, very important role. I have students, and on a daily basis, many students of mine, they message me, they mail me saying that even if we are able to connect through LinkedIn, we are unable to get reply from their side, from the side of the recruiters. So, in my perspective, all the messages that even I get on my LinkedIn, obviously, I don't reply to all the messages. And I think this happens with all of us and all other social media networks also. If I get one request on Facebook or on my Instagram, I would not just haphazardly accept everyone's request. क्या करते हैं basically? We always check that person's profile, who that person is, where that person is from, what that person has done, how many followers that person has. So all these things contribute to our accepting or rejecting a particular request on any other social media platform. So this is one of the reasons why I say that LinkedIn is your brand. So you are actually, I can't see you, but I can see who you actually are through this platform called as LinkedIn. So our LinkedIn profile is basically speaking of who I am. It represents me entirely. So in this scenario, I would not say building a LinkedIn profile. I would rather say how to optimize your LinkedIn profile for better visibility. So in this particular scenario, the whole presentation that I am giving today will have all my experiences as a placement coordinator, what I've learned at Dias handling this particular team, and what I have seen other corporate professionals do with their LinkedIn profiles. Also, currently, I am working in very close integration with the IIT Delhi placement team. So I am seeing how they are actually working and how it's one of the premier B schools in India. So how they are actually using the LinkedIn profile to tap their hiring prospects. So let's see and move forward. These are my 5 key takeaways. So I promise that once the session is over of an hour, you will be taking these things with you. So the first and the foremost important thing is how to build your profile, how to make it more engaging. Then we'll be talking about how you can get your own unique LinkedIn URL that you can post on any website, on your mail IDs, wherever you want. Building resume on LinkedIn. So once you have built your profile, how you can use LinkedIn for building resume. So many people are unaware of the fact that we can actually use LinkedIn to build our resume. Then once you have built your resume, once you have built your profile, LinkedIn is active, then how to post, what to post and when to post is my key agenda in this presentation. And one of the most important thing of all for I think most of the participants in this meet are freshers or they are looking for jobs. So how at this point of COVID we can use LinkedIn for finding jobs. So the 6 powerful uses of LinkedIn that I think for everyone, it comes handy for everyone is first of all for networking. Be it the company in which you're looking for a job. So the people who are working in that firm, you can contact them. You can take all your the alumni of the institution where you were studying. So all your seniors, all your 2B juniors, they must be working at some good firms. So for networking, it's one of the best medium. And the main purpose of LinkedIn is networking only. Then you have attracting hiring managers. So if you have a very nice profile on LinkedIn, obviously you can attract hiring managers. But how to go about it, we'll be discussing in this presentation as a research tool. So I always used to suggest all of my students that whenever you sit for a particular company, the first thing that you should do is search for that company on LinkedIn, get into connections of anyone who is working in that company so that you get to know how that person is taking his job forward and what are the pros and cons of that particular profile or what are they paying. Everything you can get through LinkedIn. Then for business development. So this for business development is both for entrepreneurs, because I know many of you will be looking for your own, building your own firm, or for people who are working. So if you're working and you have some targets, do post it on LinkedIn. There is a lot of footfall on LinkedIn. There is a good research on this that says that if you post on LinkedIn and if you have a good connections, good networking into it, you will easily get your requests done. So for business development, you can use it. For advertising, so if I say for advertising, now LinkedIn marketing or LinkedIn advertising is taking a lead as on Instagram or on Facebook. So if I talk about if you have a B2B frame, so if you're working into a B2B domain, or you are an entrepreneur, obviously working in a B2B domain, you can use LinkedIn for fetching and advertising. So it has a very good return rate. I think last year we conducted one of such session at Dial. So there we found I taught basically how you can use LinkedIn profile for advertising work. Then hiring. So if I talk about how you can use it for hiring, as in if, for example, many of you will be working as an HR consultant. So if you're working as an HR consultant, and obviously you have your targets, आपको इतने सारे selections करने हैं, इस particular post के लिए you have to select, and I see many of your seniors use LinkedIn for hiring to the positions that are available. So these are the various powerful uses of LinkedIn, and we'll see how we can use LinkedIn for all these. So let's talk about building a great LinkedIn profile. One request to all of you, this is particularly a hands-on session. So I know many of you will not be using your laptops at this particular moment. So I have put a lot of screenshots into this presentation. Any moment you feel that this point is very important for you, take a screenshot of it and you can save it for your use later. So when we talk about building a great LinkedIn profile, I have put certain examples on your right side and some very important information on your left. Beginning with your photo. So many studies say that your photo, how you have put your display pic, represents a lot about your profile. And I won't be shocked, and obviously you won't be shocked if I say that I have many students and many people added on my LinkedIn which have their display pic in a very fashionable sense. Fashionable in the sense they are putting in a lot of selfies, which I don't think is favorable, because obviously LinkedIn is a social media site, but it is a professional social networking site. So let's make it a little bit professional. So posing there looking at left or looking at right doesn't make sense, because ध्यान सामने होना चाहिए, because your recruiter is sitting at the opposite side of your desktop. So you have to be very very attentive of what you are posting in. So particularly a professional profile looks better, and if you are dressed up in a formal attire, obviously it looks the best. Then talking about the headline. So headline is anything that represents you. So that particular person says, this is a random post of some person. So that says gadget lover and aspiring engineer. So she must be a student. And by looking at this particular headline, I can easily gauge that she is a gadget lover. That means she likes playing with gadgets, or she can experiment differently with gadgets, and she is an aspiring engineer. So anything that you write in your headline has to be very crisp and should represent actually who you are. Then comes your summary. So your summary tells everything that you have done till now, but in a very, very brief profile kind of a manner. So you don't have to explain a lot, but you have to tell what are your plans, what you're looking to do, what you think that you want to attain. So enough if I read your summary, I'll get to know that what you are up to and who you are, what you have achieved so far. So writing a summary is really important. Then comes your experience. So experience means, for you, most of you are freshers, any experience that you have gained, be it your internship, be it any project that you have done under someone. So all that comes under your experience. Your entire experience, your work profile, etc., comes under your experience, and LinkedIn gives you a format itself. So you don't have to experiment much. It gives you आपने कब से कब तक join करा था, क्या position थी, किस frame में किसके under काम किया, और आपने क्या काम किया. In सब चीजों की there's a format that is on LinkedIn. You only have to fill up your information. Then comes your projects. So any project, even your final year MBA project, your BBA internship project, if you have not done any external project, all these projects you can put up on your LinkedIn. The only format is you have to put it in a very presentable manner. In the sense, you have to tell what you have done and what you have learned. That is very important to be put up in your project. Yeah, then comes your courses. So any, like right now, everywhere you can get free courses up. So if you're doing a free course on Harvard, from Harvard, or if you're doing free course from any other organization and you have certificates, if you have certificates only, you have to then put it in the courses column. I have many queries where people ask that, हमने कोई course नहीं करा है, we don't have any certificate, but I know how to use Excel very well. I have learned it from very free softwares available, and I have learned it from YouTube videos, but I don't have any certificate. In that case, you have to put all that skills and expertise that you have gained over time in the skills and expertise column. So this is you have to make it very clear. Courses has to be put those courses which you have enrolled in and you have got a certificate for. Any skill that you have entered, gained over time, you have to put in your skills and expertise column. Then comes your organization, any organization that you are working with, be it any organization that you are related to. For example, obviously this is not your experience wala organization. This is, for example, I am working with HelpAge India from a while. I can put that in organizations, and you can put the similar prospect into your volunteer experiences and causes. So if you're working for for example, a community which is helping people from fight hunger during the times of COVID, you can put in your volunteer experience. Then comes your education. So education from your schooling till now, everything that you have attained in your education, you have to put it here. So same as in the case of education, LinkedIn has a pre-formatted forum. So you don't have to put a lot of your mind. You only have to put in your details. So कब start हुई, कब खत्म हुई, क्या नाम था आपके school का, college का, everything is put there in your education. And then comes recommendation. So ये ऊपर वाला सारा जितना भी था, that you know very well because you have made your CV and you know what to write in this format. But the role of recommendation is something which is very important nowadays. So what is basically recommendation? I am a recruiter, for example. I don't know who you are, but if I see a recommendation from a person you have worked before, आपने फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने किसी प्रोजेक्ट किया किसी के अंडर या आपने कोई इंटर्नशिप करी किसी के अंडर एंड दैट एचआर मैनेजर सेज ऑन योर रिकमेंडेशन दैट यू XYZ person is saying that you are a very good person and you know how to work, you have done so many, you have experienced so many new things, then at least I can believe that what you are saying is right. So this is one example. There is a button called as ask to be recommended on the recommendation section. If you click it, you can send recommendation request to anyone. So this is these are the few examples if you can see on the screen that there is one student, Manika Sambhor, for example. She is your one of the your seniors in DIAS only, and one of my students. So she asked me for recommendations. Since I worked with her very closely, I know who she is. I can easily write a recommendation. So the only important thing that I want to say in this part of recommendation is don't ask for recommendation from just anyone. People who know you in and out can only write recommendation. So I get requests from many people for writing a recommendation, but if I don't know them, I can't write a recommendation from them. So it is important for you that to approach people who you have worked before, who know you better. Even if your teachers, if you've done your projects under someone, if you want to go into the teaching academia line, obviously your teachers will be a great help to you. But if you want to go forward for your corporate job, I think more suitable are people whom you have worked with or you have done your internships under. So this is about your recommendation part. So once your entire profile is built on LinkedIn, the most I think the most interesting thing is to claim your LinkedIn URL. So what is your LinkedIn URL? We all have a specific LinkedIn URL which is there on our LinkedIn profile, and we can use that link to send it to anyone in our friends or on mail formally, so that they can get connected to us. So instead of a very common general URL that say HTTP XYZ like for example that kind of a URL, it is always better to get a customized URL done for yourself. So how you have to go about it? So in your LinkedIn profile, on your LinkedIn page, you can see a button called as Me. Me represents your own profile. So if I click on that button, there is a window that opens up, and in that, if I click on View Profile, so once if I click on view profile, there is an entire new page that opens up, which is your profile section and which only you can view. So this particular page that is in front of you in the PPT, no one else can view it, only you can view it. Here in this particular section, go to edit public profile and URL. So this particular section of edit public profile and URL that you can see on your right side, if you click it, you have a new page that opens, and on your right, you can see edit your custom URL, and it has given my personal URL, which is called as www.linkedin.com/India/Pragya Jaiswal. So that is my customized URL. In case if I want to change something in my URL, if I want to add something more, or if I want to change my name, the spelling of my name or whatever, so I can do that by clicking on the edit button. So this is how you get your URL done. So since till now we have learned how to make what are the important things that are required by building your LinkedIn profile and how you can get your own URL on LinkedIn. So once if I have just explained how you have, what are the important prospects or what are the important sections in your LinkedIn profile, I want to say a very important point. It is whenever you write your LinkedIn profile, whenever you write anything on LinkedIn or on any professional website, always make sure to check your grammar, the grammaticals check and the spell check. It is extremely important. I have seen people who have posted a lot of things on LinkedIn with a lot of grammatical mistake, with a lot of, you can say a lot of spelling mistakes, which is a very big turn off for recruiters, for anyone on a professional website. So it is very important for you to make sure that whatever you write is grammatically correct. Then let's talk about LinkedIn and resume. And I'm very sure that most of you are unaware of the fact that we can build a resume on our LinkedIn. So let's see how we can do and how we can go about it. Since we have put all our information on LinkedIn, हमने सब कुछ LinkedIn पे पहले ही डाल दिया है, अपना सारा education, सारा experience, all the qualification that we have, all the experience that we have. Now let's see how we can convert it into a resume. This is my page, my LinkedIn page. On that page, I can see the button Me, which represents my profile. I have to go on View Profile. So are you all able to see my presentation? Please comment yes in the comment box. Okay, great. Thanks. So once on this page, you can check View Profile. So if I click on View Profile, there is another section that I said that no one else except you can view this section. इस particular section में एक button है which is called as More. So once you click on this More button, there are certain more options that come in. So we can see there are 3 options that come in: share profile via message, save to PDF, and build a resume. So let's talk about the first one, share profile via message. If you want to share your profile on WhatsApp, even on your Facebook or on any other platform, you can use share profile via message to send it further. Then you have save to PDF. So now comes the role of resume. So let's see how we can get a resume from LinkedIn, freely made for us. If you click on save to PDF button, आपने जो भी information अपने LinkedIn के page पे दी है about you, your experience, where you have worked, what are your certifications, everything will convert into this PDF format. So right now you can see this is just a screenshot of what PDF I have got. इसके अंदर सब कुछ है, मेरा contact, मेरे कौन से top skills है, मेरी language, मेरी certifications, what are the honors and awards that I have won, so my summary, everything. तो अब इस पॉइंट पे मुझे लगता है कि यार ये समरी बहुत ज्यादा हो गई, आई नीड टू कट शॉर्ट माई समरी, और आई फील लाइक ये टॉप स्किल अच्छी नहीं लग रही मेरे रेज्यूमे में, आई नीड टू गेट दैट आउट ऑफ माई रेज्यूमे. व्हाट टू डू? LinkedIn also gives you an option to customize your resume, which is freely made by LinkedIn. You have to go on the option just below save to PDF, which is called as build a resume. So once I click on build a resume, there is this window that comes in. So this window, the new window that pops in, says an option called as new resume. मतलब आप अपना खुद का resume बना सकते हो, build a new resume based on your LinkedIn profile. So once I click on new resume, I have this page that pops up. So what is this page? First, you can get a edit option. This pencils tells that you can edit anything that you want. So all these pencils at different sections tells you that you can edit it as per your own wish. So you can edit whatever you want in your LinkedIn profile. And the most important thing is what it says is your resume is only visible to you. Changes will not update on your profile. So don't get worried कि अगर मैंने कुछ इस resume में change करा तो कहीं मेरी LinkedIn पे पेज पे जो मैंने अपनी information change करी है वो change ना हो जाए. That will not get changed. This is your copy. This resume is your. Only you can edit it and then you can send it further. So once मैंने इसमें सब कुछ editing कर ली जैसा मुझे चाहिए था, now I want to download it again, the improved resume. What I have to do, I have to click on download as PDF, and again the improved version of the PDF will be downloaded for my further use. So in this way, you can build your resume using LinkedIn. So you don't need any other XYZ platform, because I know there are various platforms for building very interactive CVs, but in most cases they are paid. So if you get hands on a free version, it's okay, it's good. But if you are looking for a very freely available version, LinkedIn is always there for you. So use it at most for the for your resume building section. So now once you have made your resume, you know what to do, what to write, what to show, what type of profile picture to put on your LinkedIn profile. You are thorough with how to get your customized URL. Now LinkedIn profile बन गई, but उसमें post क्या करना है? I have seen a lot of people post just anything on LinkedIn. It is not a social media platform. It's a professional social networking site. You can't just post anything what you're doing in your life on LinkedIn. For that, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have Snapchat. So in this domain, let's talk about how you can post on LinkedIn and what you can post on LinkedIn. Posting on LinkedIn is pretty easy, like any other platform. You on your page, you have to go on start a post. Once you click on start a post, this particular window pops up, which is called as create a post. You can write, I'll be telling you what you can post on LinkedIn, but how do you have to go about it? There are certain sections. You can see a camera that shows that you can post a picture if you want, a video that shows that if you want to put any video, any motivational video of your own, you can also put that. And there is a third and a very important option that shows a document. This comes handy when you have to upload your resume or any other important document on your LinkedIn. So once you have posted about your introductory, about who you are and you're looking for a job, post your CV, your resume along with your post. So how you have to go about that? Once I click on share a document, there is another window that pops in, that is on your right side. You can see there is an option called as choose file. I have to go on choose file and it gives me option to choose whatever type of a file I want to upload. But remember, even if you post a Word document, the people who are accessing your post are only able to see it as a PDF. So that is indeed a good thing, because anyone cannot edit your whatever you are sending, because they can only download it as a PDF format. So this is how we talk about how you can basically post on LinkedIn. Now comes the most important part, which is what to post on LinkedIn. So any question that you have, you can put in the comment box. I'll be answering all the questions at the end of the seminar. So let's talk about what are the things that you can post on LinkedIn. So I think these are the three important things that one can post on LinkedIn. One is your jobs and career info. So you have enrolled into a new job, or you are seeing that there is a job posting and you want to help your friends, you can repost that job again. Your career info, you have switched into a new job, you can even post that. Your company news. So you're working with XYZ company and that company is doing something good or something interactive and you want to share it with everyone. You can post it on LinkedIn since it's a professional networking site. And your professional content. So professional content talks about anything that you read and it is very informative that you want to circulate. For example, like you can add in BBC, you can add in your Harvard Business Review. All these are available on LinkedIn. They have their pages on LinkedIn and they post excellent posts in a very recent scenario. And if you want to circulate it further, you can even recirculate it and repost it again. Even apart from all these things, you can write your own post, as you know. So if you have written something, or you have a WordPress account, or you have written an article on LinkedIn, you can also share that on your LinkedIn profile. But refrain from sending anything which is too personal. So there is a line, a very brief line, which is very important on LinkedIn, since it's a social media platform. Refrain from posting on a lot of religious comments, religious posts, hurting posts, or anything like that can offend a lot of people. So you have to avoid that. So these are the screenshot of certain people. So Saurabh Rawat, he is one student in DIAS. He used to be one of the students in DIAS, I guess. So recently I saw his post that says that he has started a new position as a trainer at Tech Mahindra. So you can put in such posts. So you can get a lot of appreciation from people. People can get to know that where you currently are. So it's very informative if you post a job update. Then you can see one of the information from World Economic Forum. So someone has sent what precautions will you take on your next trip. So it's an informative article, and obviously it suits the LinkedIn profile. So you can add in World Economic Forum. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Khushbu ma'am.
No, I guess somebody's.
So should I continue? Am I audible to everyone? Can you see my screen? Please text on the comment box.
Screen is visible. Please continue.
Okay, great. So you can post such things on your LinkedIn profile, and apart from that, I can see there is one of my MBA colleagues from IIT Delhi. So that person has presented his profile. So that profile says that that he has done some Wharton online course. And one thing I am seeing a lot in these days is every other person is posting their online free certificate courses that they have done, because obviously everyone is sitting at home and learning new things. My request to everyone is, if you post such certificate, do mention what you have learned from that course in a line or two. That actually tells that you have done something, you have learned something from this course. So it's a very good practice if you write something a little about what you have learned from this course, and who was the professor, or who conducted this particular course. So that is very informative in this sense. So then comes a very important prospect from the student side who are looking for a job at this time. So that says, post about your job internship search. I found this very interesting post by a student. He is, I think, doing undergraduate course in mechanical engineering. So that person has given a very, I think you should all screenshot of it and try and post in this language. So that says everything. So he has said who he is, what he's pursuing, and in a very beautiful sense, he has written, currently I'm seeking full-time internship opportunities for summer 2020 across various domains, including but not limited to. So I see a lot of posts in which people say that I'm looking internship only in digital marketing section. See, at this point of time, grab whatever is there in the market. Don't give it a second thought कि ये मेरी profile नहीं है. Should I go for finance? Should I go for marketing? If you have little experience, or if you're taking it as your main major or minor in your course, go with that. So at this point of time, having at least one internship or at least one job profile in your hand is much more than having nothing in your hand. So later people will not ask and will not listen that वो COVID का time था, नहीं हुई job, मेरा एक साल waste हो गया. People will not listen to that. Whatever good you can make of this time, at this time when you're sitting at home, any internship which is available, which you can do at home, work from home, do that, go with it. And for that, LinkedIn will help you a lot, because I can see lately a lot of people are posting for online internships and work from home. That means that there are a lot of opportunities. So you can see this post, how that person has written and applied for a internship, and I can start working immediately, he says. And he also tells that he's a fast learner and pick up any new skills fast. So it shows that he has made it a very knowledgeable mail in which I can get to know everything about him. And he has also put his contact email ID and a lot of hashtags, which will help him in gaining a lot of likes and circulation. So you all of all of the guys today, I think we all know what is the help of hashtags. जितने अच्छे hashtags होंगे उतने अच्छा circulation होगा हमारी particular profile का. So it is good that if you make such a profile and post about your job and internship search. Then let's see what are the posts by companies for vacancies. So many companies today are posting. So you can see that there is a post, ये कुछ ही दिन पुराना post है, that says Duff and Phelps is hiring finance interns. So it shows that many people are hiring right now. Paytm is hiring. So to get more jobs and internship updates, you can circulate, you can get it in contact with Paytm and connect with them. आप एक चीज देख सकते हो on your left, all about jobs. So all about jobs is basically a community which sends me these messages with where are the hirings going on. So इस चीज का you have to बहुत अच्छे से you have to be very attentive to it. We can't just add anyone on our LinkedIn profile. ये वो वाला गेम नहीं है कि Instagram की तरह we have to get a lot of followers. It doesn't play like that. You have to have very quality connections on your LinkedIn profile. तो आप जो भी connection add करते हो अपना, जो भी group add करते हो, you have to check in कि उनके कितने followers थे और उनका क्या profile चल रहा है. Have people replied or actually are they working, or is it just for like it's free and they are just circulating their messages. So you have to keep this thing in your mind while replying to any post or while accepting any friend request or any professional request on LinkedIn profile. So we have learned what you have to post, how you have to post. Now is the time to check in what is the best time to post on LinkedIn. जैसे Instagram और Facebook पे we all are aware that there is a particular time. इस time post करो तो मेरे like आएंगे ही आएंगे. So this in the same way it goes on LinkedIn also. So if you want a higher visibility, there are particular time slots which are considered to be good. But ये time slots थोड़े opposite हैं other social media platforms से. So your best days are not your weekends. So Friday, Saturday अच्छे दिन नहीं है LinkedIn के लिए, because on Friday, Saturday we use Facebook and Instagram. Obviously, people refrain from using LinkedIn because it's a professional site. So you have to keep this in your mind. Post it on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Not even on Monday, because Monday people are, I believe, I am a little bit slow on Monday. So I think for every professional, Mondays are quite boring. So the most productive time for LinkedIn is your Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The time slots are very different for your LinkedIn. And I think the morning time slot is same for all the social media networks. The first thing that we do in the morning actually is to open up all our social media sites and check what is happening where. So the timing to 5 to 8 is considered to be the most productive time. Then during the lunch break, 12 to 1 is considered to be a good time. People are generally looking at the LinkedIns. And then 5 to 6 is considered to be a good time because people are mostly returning from their work to home, or after 6 o'clock, any time suitable is considered to be good on LinkedIn. So the best time to post is midweek from 5 to 6 p.m. Business people are most likely to read LinkedIn in the morning like the newspaper. And my LinkedIn is more professional. The best time to post are still before and after work. So don't post during the time of the work because people are too engaged and they won't be entertaining anyone on LinkedIn. So इस तरीके से you have to remember when you have to post. You can take a screenshot of it for your further remembrance. So let's talk about one of the most interesting things for me, क्योंकि मेरे को being a placement team member, this LinkedIn came handy to me. From having almost no connections to having so many good quality connections, LinkedIn helped me a lot in this particular gaining of good connections for placements at Dias. So let's see how you can use it for finding in jobs. This is my particular page. On this particular page that is for everyone, you have your page. There is a section called as jobs, and I can bet many people have not used this as a job portal. So LinkedIn का अपना खुद का job portal है. It works in the same way जैसे Naukri.com करता है, Monster करता है. In the same way, this particular section also works. So let's see how you can use it as a job site. So here, once you click your jobs, this particular site pops up. This is entirely like a job portal. So you can see everything over here. You have your interview prep questions, you have your salary, you have your job alerts. everything is there on this particular portal. So on the search window, I have written digital marketing. और एरिया में मैंने डाला Delhi because I am looking for a job in Delhi and I have to click on search. Once I click this, I get this window that opens up. On this particular window, I can see the experience level. तो अब इसमें बहुत सारे filters हैं, जैसे हर एक job portal में होता है. You have your sorting, date कब post करी थी, LinkedIn features और भी हैं उसमें, companies कौन सी हैं जिसको you are looking for job, and your experience level. So you can check your experience level. Whatever you're looking for an internship, looking for entry level, you can click on that. Also, the arrow points towards a job. तो मेरे लिए एक job आई है, उसमें लिखा है web content producer और newsroom AI is a firm, and इसमें लिखा है your profile matches this job. So LinkedIn works on आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. सो लिंक्डइन का AI उन्हें बताता है मेरी प्रोफाइल को कंपेयर करके कि इस पर्टिकुलर जॉब के लिए मेरी प्रोफाइल बहुत सूटेड है. तो दिस टेल्स यू ऑटोमेटिकली पर्सनलाइज करके कि कौन सी जॉब आपके लिए बहुत अच्छी है. Also, there is one another option. LinkedIn आपको ये भी बताता है कि कौन से लोग आपके कनेक्शन के इस पर्टिकुलर फर्म में काम कर रहे हैं. सो this R&D की Reckitt and Winkinson, it's a firm, a very famous firm. Digital content strategies में एक there is a mutual person who is working on this profile. तो मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ? I can get in contact with this connection. I can ask him या ये वाली profile है, क्या पे करते हैं, how do they go about it, what should be the important points for interviews. I can ask anything from them. So this is how your LinkedIn profile works. तो अब मैंने एक job select करी है, उसका नाम है Head of Digital Marketing, क्योंकि मुझे digital marketing बहुत interesting लगती है. So maybe because of that. कंपनी का नाम है Lean Hippo Marketers. So this is the name of the firm. I click on that option and there is another window that pops in that says Easy Apply. Now anything that you want to apply on LinkedIn, you can apply through Easy Apply. आप Easy Apply पे click करो and the moment you click on Easy Apply, ऐसा apply format खुलता है जिसके अंदर you can put your email address, your phone number, entire your contact info, and you are registered for that job. So in this way, you can search for jobs on LinkedIn. And many people have said that हम करते हैं apply but return नहीं आता, reply नहीं आता. See, आपको ये देखना है आप किस टाइप की जॉब के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हो. There are certain jobs जिसमें एक्सपीरियंस बहुत रिक्वायर्ड है. If they have posted कि इसमें ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड है, या अगर मार्केटिंग प्रोफाइल है बट यू आर फ्रॉम कोर फाइनेंस, तो दे माइट नॉट बी टेकिंग यू. सो देयर आर रीजंस व्हाई यू डोंट गेट अ रिप्लाई. बट आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ माय friends from my college time who have used LinkedIn for finding their jobs. So in my opinion, LinkedIn is one of the best sites at this time to search for your job profile. Other than that, there is another option of searching your jobs. So how you can go about it? अब मुझे jobs मैंने देख लिया कि एक jobs एक portal है, but उसके अलावा I have to make in connections. अब मुझसे बहुत बच्चे पूछते हैं how we can make connections on LinkedIn. So the best thing that I say to all of them is, if you want to find your connections on LinkedIn, there's an option called as search. When you click on the search button, आप इसमें मैंने लिखा है talent acquisition naukri.com. So I've written talent acquisition naukri.com. Now I have to make in connection, ऐसे connection जो jobs के बारे में post करे जिससे मुझे पता चले अच्छा इस particular firm में ये job निकली हुई है, so that I can apply. So there are certain terms called as talent acquisition, or you can say HR head, HR lead, HR specialist, talent acquisition specialist, hiring managers. ये सारे वो कीवर्ड्स हैं जिनको आप यूज कर सकते हो. तो मैंने उसमें से एक कीवर्ड क्या यूज किया है, talent acquisition naukri.com. So once I search on this talent acquisition naukri.com, I have few of the profiles that are coming in. उसमें से एक प्रोफाइल है अक्षता कंसल की, who is HR talent acquisition working in InfoEdge का naukri.com, and I can see that it shows I have 96 other chat connection. इसका मतलब ये जो भी अक्षता कंसल है, she has a lot of connections who are related to me. In the sense, it's a valid profile. मैं इसके connections में मैं अक्षता कंसल का प्रोफाइल ओपन करके I can check what are her qualification. Is she the real one? Because we have a lot of people who have just made their profile and who have switched, who have not updated where they are working. So that is up to me and I have to check. So I can also further filter. तो मुझे location में अगर filter करना है कि मुझे naukri.com Delhi Noida ही देखना है, so I can also put in my location and further filter it. So this was all about how you can go forward with your LinkedIn profile and use it for searching in jobs. The last and the very important thing is keep your LinkedIn profile up to date. And I know for sure there are a lot of people who don't update their LinkedIn profile time to time, which is a very bad activity, because if you don't update your LinkedIn profile, उसमें आज भी यही शो हो रहा है कि आप अपने अंडर ग्रेजुएशन में हो, तो that doesn't create a very good profile for you. So you have to update your LinkedIn profile from time to time and make sure, जैसे आज जो भी हमने discuss करा है, you implement all those things on your LinkedIn profile. So the term that we use in social media network is called as ghosting. So you can't be a ghost on LinkedIn. That means you're just there for the sake of being there, not updating anything. So you have, for your engagement is the term. So for your engagement, you have to continuously post things, like, comment, share, do everything that you do on any other social media platform to garner as many people, as many friend requests as you can. So this is how your LinkedIn profile works. So this is up for my LinkedIn profile, how you can build it. One very important thing that I want to talk to all the students, since I can see that most of you are still freshers and students. See, the key is to apply. You can't do window shopping here. I have seen a lot of people who just look at the profile, अरे ये अच्छी नहीं है, वो अच्छी नहीं है, ये बेकार है, मैं finance क्यों, I can't apply here. Guys, apply करोगे तभी कहीं से कुछ भी reply आएगा. I can see one question. There are some fake connections also on LinkedIn. Yes, absolutely. Like on any other social media platform, you have a lot of fake connections on LinkedIn. There are people who will spam you, who will text message you, who will say that we are conducting so-and-so interview, come here. What you have to do in such a scenario? You have to be attentive a lot. You have to check that person's profile. वो कहाँ काम करता है, कौन से मेरे shared connection है, is that even profile real or not? So you have to be attentive on any other social media site. ये Instagram पे भी हो सकता है, ये Facebook पे भी होता है. So in the same way, LinkedIn also works. So you have to be very attentive how you are going about your LinkedIn profile, who you are accepting. So any other questions that you have for your LinkedIn, you can ask. One thing more, we all are attending घर पे बैठ के आराम से बहुत सारे ऐसे webinars, because the most important things, they all are free. So we attend all the webinars, but make one thing very much clear in your mind: learning does not come from listening. It comes only from practicing. So practice whatever you have learned today. So in yesterday's session, they told you to read newspaper. You have to go about it. Only then your English will improve and you can face interviews. So how to increase connections on LinkedIn? So this is one question. How do you have to increase your connections in LinkedIn? As I said before, on your LinkedIn, there is a search button. You have to write talent acquisition, naukri.com, talent acquisition, ENY, talent acquisition, XYZ company, whatever companies you have in your mind, सबके talent acquisition वालों को request भेजो. So connect ka request, if you send the connect request, you have a lot of people who will get connected to you. And then from connections to connections, you can move on. अब I suggest always to all the students, मेरी profile में बहुत सारे DICE के students हैं जो आपके seniors हैं, they are many of them are junior to you. Connect with all of them because they are working at some place or the other, and you have no idea. Is time पे many students from my batch in DICE, they are helping each other, switching from Deloitte to ENY to BlackRock to S&P Capital IQ just through LinkedIn. So LinkedIn helps a lot. Second question is, if some recruiters ask for paying certain amount of registration fee, should we go for it? I don't think so. In my opinion, I've not come across any recruiter till date who is the original recruiter per se, who is asking for any amount. So you don't have to go forward with it. In case you have some XYZ such query, get it checked with the people who are working there. So if you can ask people who are already working there from the connection that you have made on LinkedIn,